guys! So today I'm going to show you how I got this mermaid eye look, and just keep watching if you want to see how to make your eyes look like mermaids too. So the first thing that I'm doing is priming my eyes with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Primer, and then I'm going into my Tartelette palette and using a mixture of Force of Nature and Wanderer and using that as a transition shade. Any matte light brown color would do for this. I just happen to have those in front of me. And then I'm going back in with Wanderer, which is a little bit darker on its own, and putting that more into like the socket of my eye. Then from Colourpop, I'm using the shade Flower Shop and putting that all over my lid. This is a metallic shadow from Colourpop, and it is just a beautiful teal color. And then to intensify that, I am using the shade Comet from the BH Cosmetics Galaxy Chic palette. This palette is super inexpensive and it has a lot of bright colors that are highly pigmented and they're baked, so they just have great color payoff. So I'm just applying that all over the lid as well. Then I'm taking the shade Neptune from the same palette and I'm putting that on the outer corner of my eye. I really like this for my eye shape. I think it gives like a slight cat eye effect without having to do like the cat liner. And then in the center of my eye, I'm putting the shade Saturn. I started off with my finger, but it actually worked better with a brush. And right under my brow bone, I am using the Colourpop sculpting stick in the shade Gummy Bear to sort of clean up my brow area. And for foundation today, I'm using the L'Oreal True Match Lumi, and I'm using a brush with this, and I didn't think that I liked it at first, which is why I made a weird face. But once you really buff it in, it does end up looking really nice. I'm more of a sponge person, so I was getting kind of nervous about it, but it worked out. And for concealer, I'm using the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer. I got this on Amazon. You can buy this if you live in the UK, but if you are in the United States, then check it out on Amazon. I'll put a link down below. It looks really good under the eyes. It just has great coverage and I really like it. I did have to do one side at a time though because it does dry pretty quickly. That's why I didn't do like my full weird face all at once. I didn't forget my claw on my forehead though. So I'm just blending that in with the Beauty Blender. I prefer that method over a brush. Then I'm taking the Colourpop sculpting stick in the shade Dove, and I'm using this to contour. This is the first time I ever used it, so I tried to use a Beauty Blender at first and it did not do anything. It made me really nervous. So I used my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, and I actually ended up really liking it. And I've been using this product more recently as well after I filmed this video, and I have really been enjoying that. And then to set everything, I'm using the IT Cosmetics By Pores pressed powder. You guys know the drill with that. And then for bronzer, I'm using the Physicians Formula Happy Booster bronzer. They're little hearts and they smell like a nice perfume, and I'm just using that to warm up my whole face and my neck. And for blush, I am using Makeup Geek's Spellbound, and it's just like a nice light pink. I wanted to keep the cheeks pretty subtle. For highlight, I am using the Wet n Wild Megaglo highlight in Precious Petals, and applying that to the tops of my cheekbones. And then just to be a little extra, I'm using Colourpop's Lunch Money. And for underneath my eyes, I went in with Urban Decay's Tonic. This is like a duochrome shadow, and I really like that under my eyes with this look. I'm highlighting the inner corners and my brow bone with the same highlight. And then I'm just going in with mascara. I forgot to show you again, but that is the Tarteist Mascara from Tarte. It was in my last favorites video and I'm still loving it. It just makes your lashes look super full and dramatic without having to put on false lashes. I just love it. Will definitely be repurchasing. Now for the first lip option, if you want something more subtle, since the eye look is kind of intense, I'm using Colourpop's lip liner in the shade Lumiere, and it's just like a pretty basic pinky nude color. And I love these liners. You can definitely wear them alone. You don't need to put anything on top of them because they're very creamy. And then for the center of the lip, I'm using Colourpop's Lippie stick in the shade She Bad. This is the Matte X formula. I think it gives like a nice 3D kind of look. And then if you want to do like a more intense lip, if you don't care that your eye look is already intense enough and you just want to go all out, I'm using Covergirl's Cosmo Kitty from the Katy Cat Matte collection. And I have talked about this one in multiple videos and I love it still. And just to be extra, once again, I am putting Wet n Wild's metallic liquid lipstick in Days of Fuchsia Past on top of that, just to give it a more shiny, glossy look. And that is it for the two looks. Let me know in the comments section which lip you would wear it with. And if you try to do this look on your own, then make sure you tag me on Instagram or Twitter. I'll put the links for those down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you are having a great day. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!